was so easy to scare me that a Goosebumps spin-off show traumatized me. Well, here we are. Another day, another chance to fight childhood fears. As a kid, I wasn't big on horror. Wasn't really allowed to watch movies like that. But like everything, things just slipped through the cracks. And what slipped through the cracks in my life? R.L. Stine's The Haunting Hour. I'd say most people know Goosebumps. Great show, great book series, even got 2 movies under its belt. And I loved Goosebumps as a kid. My family had this bootleg box set of the entire show. But I never found myself lying awake at night because of an episode. I was fascinated, not terrified. R.L. Stine is a genius at crafting horror for kids. But what happens when you strip the campiness away? When you remove the safety net? When you let death, punishment, psychological terror actually sit in the room and come out of the TV? Well, you get The Haunting Hour. R.L. Stine's The Haunting Hour premiered on October 29, 2010 on The Hub. It ran for 4 seasons and 76 episodes. It premiered just 13 days after my 7th birthday. And I was there for that premiere. My whole family was waiting for this show. I just didn't know what was waiting for me. Really You is the first episode of the entire series, a 2-part premiere. It's about a girl named Lily who gets a Really You doll and is promptly named Lilly D. You just know how this goes. Creepy doll does creepy stuff, but it's more than that. So let's get into the plot of this thing. The episode opens with a doll maker sculpting a giant doll's head, but something's off. She tosses it aside in concern. Meanwhile, a girl named Lily gets a life-size Really You doll made to look just like her, and she's called Lilly D. Excited at first, Lily quickly shows her spoiled and bratty side, bragging about her doll and even destroying a friend's doll in rage. Lily is played by Bailey Madison. And this girl haunted me long after the episode ended. Partly because she starred in Wizards of Waverly Place. And that show would play every single morning that I got up for school. So I just couldn't escape this episode. Soon, strange things start happening. Lilly D seems to move on her own, spilling gravy, manipulating Lily's mother, even getting back into the mom's bed after the dad moved her. The doll grows more lifelike as Lily slowly gets sick. And after being framed by Lilly D, with Bad Girl being written on the wall, Lily's mom snaps, grounding her. And that's the end of episode 1. I was terrified. I clinged to the commercials for comfort, using them to avoid looking at the doll. Did I have to keep watching? No. But my whole family was in the living room, and there was no way I could run away to my room and get attacked by this thing. So I kept watching. In the next part, Lily and her brother Brandon try to catch the doll in the act with a camera, but the evidence disappears, taking away the SD card. That scene became a core memory of my childhood. I was 7. I never experienced a jump scare before, and I didn't know how to react. It was genuinely terrifying. Brandon and his friend Josh later go investigate the doll, and that's when they discover a secret message. It says, "Destroy this doll." The two then go to the Really You factory, and they meet the doll maker, and she explains that all the dolls have personalities, but Lilly D is different. She wants to be real.
They are content to be who they are. But that one, she was different.
Meanwhile, Lily apologizes to her mom, promising to be better. It really highlights how talented Bailey is. Her range is kind of crazy. I mean, she did this scene in Brothers.
Enough! Couldn't you just stay dead?
Isabel.
You're just mad because Mom would rather sleep with Uncle Tommy than you.
Isabel!
But the apology means nothing, because Lilly D shatters a mirror, and it's the final straw. The mother has fully turned on her daughter and wishes the doll was her child instead.
I wish you were my daughter.
Then comes the body horror moment. Lily begins losing control of her own body, slowly morphing into the doll as she crawls towards her mom for help. The last thing she sees is the doll, but she's human. And she says,
A mother can like a doll, but she can't love it.
the human-like eye moving on a doll is legitimately creepy, and my eyes were glued to the TV. The doll ends up swapping places with Lily, taking her place within the family. She even throws the doll away at one point, but the family discovers the doll has Lily's birthmark. And that's when the moment of realization hits.
Exactly.
In the end, Lily is restored through her mother's love, and Lilly D, back in doll form, is destroyed by a garbage truck, though the final shot hints she still might be out there. And that's the entire episodes. But now it was bedtime, and school was tomorrow. I couldn't sleep. I was on the bottom bunk of the bunk bed my brother and I shared. I felt like I was the first target. Every night the door to the dark hallway was opened, and I wondered, if she was out there, would I see her? Would she see me? It got so bad that I started sleeping on the top bunk with my brother, even begging and pleading my parents to let me sleep in their bed. They didn't allow it, and I just couldn't shake this doll. I don't have a sister, but my mom had a doll that would sit on top of the TV cabinet. I would always watch it, waiting for it to move or even just turn its head at me. Still, I kept watching The Haunting Hour. It was a great show. I loved episodes like Pumpkinhead, Mascot, and many others. It was very fun, but Lilly D was always there, a constant presence. She would be marketed so much. She became like a wound I couldn't stop picking at, and it never fully healed. It was so bad that for 15 years, I never dared watch that episode again. But I finally did it. I rewatched it to answer that burning question. Is it still scary? To be honest, it is scary, but not in the evil doll way. Yeah, the doll still gives me the creeps. This thing is massive. Just standing there, watching, it's unsettling. But what actually makes this episode scary is the neglect. Lily's mom slowly starts loving a doll more than her own daughter. And it's not instant, it's gradual. That's what makes it worse. Lily is begging someone to believe her throughout the whole episode, and every single time, she's dismissed. What makes it even more devastating is that her dad, the one person who clearly loves her, leaves for most of the episode. She loses her one lifeline, and she's isolated even further. Then she gets sick. She's clearly not okay, and her mom doesn't fully realize it until she literally collapses on the floor. And then, she's replaced. You lose your body, your voice, your life, and now you're trapped inside plastic. There's that one scene where the doll, now being Lily, sheds a tear. That shot is haunting. It just lingers. It makes your skin crawl. And then there's the body horror. It's not like the Fly level of grotesque, but for a kids show, it's impactful. They take something innocent, a doll, and twist it into something uncanny. It moves wrong. It feels wrong. Now looking back, the janky movements are kind of funny, but weirdly, it makes it even more creepier. It's just that awkwardness that tops it all off. And something I totally forgot, this show is actually funny.
If I can close this deal, we can all have life-size dolls.
Oh, great. Well, you know what? Make mine look like Megan Fox.
The brother's friend had me cracking up. The humor balances that dread really well.
Maybe somebody's operating it by remote control. The Chinese government. There's gotta be an
The doll maker is underrated too. The Really You building is bright and colorful upstairs. Rainbows, sunshine, perfect little doll shop. But underneath, a dark, gloomy basement. It almost mirrors Lilly D herself. Happy and perfect on the surface, dark and brooding underneath. Now I will say, the most impactful scare moment is this one scene.
She probably hid it. You're supposed to leave it alone. Come on. There's a flamethrower.
It just makes my whole body feel uneasy. The ending is wild too. The dad finally comes home, has no idea what's happening, and just watches this doll turn into his daughter. And bro is just smiling about it. If I'm him, I'm screaming. I'm calling the cops. I'm not just standing there calmly. Also, shout out to the brother. He is literally the only normal person in this entire family. Somehow the most mature one in the house. So, is it still scary? Yeah, but not in the way it scared me as a kid. Back then, It was the doll. Now it's what the doll represents. Being ignored, being replaced, losing your voice. That's way scarier than plastic. So yeah, that's Lilly D. Well, actually, not quite. She does come back one more time. And trust me, I was seated for that one too. So maybe we can talk about that another time. If y'all want to hear about that, just let me know. But before we end, you might be wondering, was I scared of Slappy the Dummy? Nah, he was actually kind of a cool dude. Thank you for watching, and especially thank you for 500 subscribers. It's crazy to me. I started this channel January 1st, and now it is February 23rd, and we hit 500 subscribers. I deeply appreciate every single one of you that clicks subscribe. It means a lot to me. I want to interact with y'all more, so be sure to check out the community tab. I want to start posting ideas that I have for the next video. And I like to get to the point where we do polls about what y'all want to be the next video. I would love to hear y'all's suggestions, because who knows, maybe I could pick your video to be the next video. But anyways, thank you so much.